Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here, and I can't wait to share all the fun, exciting, and awesome content we've got lined up. Whether you're new or you've been with me for a while, you're part of this amazing community, and I really appreciate all your support. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into some great moments together. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. Let's have some fun. Ants are among the most fascinating creatures in the animal kingdom, largely due to their extraordinary capabilities, intricate social structures, and highly specialized behavior. Found in almost every corner of the earth, ants are known for their resilience, adaptability, and their unparalleled ability to work together in a highly organized, cooperative manner. Their evolutionary success can be attributed to their advanced communication methods, division of labor, and mutualistic relationships with other species. Exploring the vast capabilities of ants opens up a window into not just their survival tactics, but also the intricate workings of nature and ecosystems at large. 1. Social structure and division of labor. Ants live in colonies that are often referred to as superorganisms because they function as a single entity. These colonies can range from just a few dozen ants to millions, depending on the species. The structure of the ant colony is centered around a clear division of labor, which is one of the reasons ants are so efficient. The primary castes in an ant colony include the queen, workers, and males, also known as drones. Each caste has specific roles that contribute to the survival and success of the colony. The queen ant's main purpose is reproduction. She lays thousands of eggs throughout her life and, in some species, can live for over a decade. The queen is often the largest ant in the colony and has specialized glands for producing pheromones that help regulate the activities of the colony. While the queen does not typically engage in tasks outside reproduction, her presence is vital for maintaining the social structure of the colony. Worker ants. The worker ants, all of which are female, form the bulk of the colony. They perform all the necessary tasks to keep the colony functioning smoothly. This includes foraging for food, caring for the queen's eggs, maintaining the nest, and defending the colony. Some species have specialized workers like soldiers, which are larger and more robust to handle defense against predators. Ants exhibit remarkable cooperation within these roles, showing a level of collective intelligence that allows them to adapt to changing environments and challenges. Males drones. Male ants have one role: to mate with the queen. After mating, male ants usually die shortly afterward. The reproductive cycle of ants is fascinating in itself. Some queens can store sperm for several years and use it to fertilize eggs at the appropriate time. This caste system and division of labor allow ants to be highly efficient. Each ant knows its role and performs its duties without needing individual commands, showcasing an instinctive form of organization and social structure that many view as a miniature form of civilization. 2. Communication through pheromones. One of the most remarkable capabilities of ants is their ability to communicate through the use of chemical signals, called pheromones. Pheromones serve as a form of chemical language that conveys a wide range of information. Ants use these pheromones to signal danger, mark trails to food sources, and even maintain order within the colony. For example, when a worker ant discovers a food source, it lays down a pheromone trail as it returns to the nest. Other workers detect this chemical trail with their sensitive antennae and follow it back to the food. This process continues until the food source is exhausted, at which point the ants stop reinforcing the trail, and it eventually fades away. This method of communication allows ants to efficiently exploit food sources and adapt to new environments with minimal confusion. Ants also use pheromones to organize their defense mechanisms. When the colony is threatened, ants can release alarm pheromones that mobilize workers to defend the nest. These pheromones spread quickly through the colony, ensuring that all ants are aware of the danger and can respond appropriately. Beyond pheromones, ants are also capable of communicating through touch and sound. Ants use their antennae to tap and stroke one another, exchanging vital information about the colony's condition or alerting each other to specific tasks. Some species of ants, particularly those that live in underground nests, produce sounds by rubbing certain body parts together in a process called stridulation. These sounds are used for coordination, especially in activities such as tunnel excavation or defense. 3. Foraging and resource management. Ants are known for their impressive foraging skills. They are capable of locating food sources, transporting resources back to the nest, and even storing food for future use. Some species, such as the leafcutter ant, have highly specialized foraging behaviors that involve cutting leaves into pieces, carrying them back to the nest, and using them to cultivate fungus, which serves as the colony's primary food source. The way ants organize their foraging efforts showcases their collective intelligence. When a food source is located, the first ant lays down a pheromone trail, as previously mentioned. As more ants follow this trail, they reinforce it by adding more pheromones, creating a feedback loop that recruits even more foragers. This process allows ants to maximize their efficiency in gathering resources, ensuring that the colony can exploit food sources quickly and effectively. Interestingly, some species of ants engage in food storage, much like humans. In temperate regions, ants prepare for winter by gathering and storing food within their nests. Other species, such as the honey ants, have specialized workers called repletes. These ants have distended abdomens in which they store food, particularly liquids like honeydew. When the colony needs nourishment, the repletes regurgitate the stored food for the other ants. This unique form of food storage demonstrates the ants' ability to plan for the future and manage resources effectively. 4. Ants as farmers and ranchers. Ants are among the few non-human species that practice forms of agriculture. Leafcutter ants, mentioned earlier, are an excellent example of this. They cut leaves, bring them back to their nests, and use them to grow a particular type of fungus, which serves as their primary food source. The ants meticulously tend to their fungal gardens, removing debris and harmful bacteria that might compromise the health of their crop. This relationship between ants and fungus is mutualistic, meaning both species benefit from the association. In addition to being farmers, some ants act as ranchers. Many ant species have developed mutualistic relationships with aphids and other small insects that produce a sugary liquid called honeydew. The ants herd these insects, protecting them from predators and even moving them to better feeding grounds. In return, the aphids provide the ants with honeydew, which is a rich source of carbohydrates. This interaction is another example of the highly specialized and cooperative behavior that has allowed ants to thrive in a variety of environments. 5. Construction and nest engineering. Ants are also renowned for their construction capabilities. Many species build complex nests, some of which are marvels of natural engineering. These nests can range from simple holes in the ground to elaborate underground networks with multiple chambers and tunnels. The structure of the nest is carefully designed to regulate temperature, humidity, and airflow, ensuring that the colony remains comfortable and safe. One of the most striking examples of ant nest construction is seen in the fire ant. Fire ants build mounds that can reach several feet in height and contain an extensive network of tunnels and chambers. These nests are designed to withstand flooding, as the ants are capable of sealing off certain chambers and moving the queen and larvae to higher ground. In addition to building nests, some ants have developed the ability to build bridges, rafts, and other structures using their own bodies. Army ants, for example, form living bridges to help the colony cross gaps in the terrain during their foraging expeditions. When faced with flooding, fire ants can create living rafts by linking their bodies together, allowing the colony to float to safety. These examples of collective behavior demonstrate the ants' remarkable ability to solve problems through cooperation and coordination. 6. Defense mechanisms and warfare. Ants are not just skilled foragers and builders, they are also formidable warriors. Many species of ants engage in territorial disputes with other colonies, and some even conduct full-scale raids. The aggressive behavior of ants is often driven by competition for resources, such as food and nesting sites. In these conflicts, ants use a variety of tactics and strategies to defend their colonies or attack rivals. Army ants, for example, are known for their aggressive swarming behavior. These ants do not build permanent nests. Instead, they form temporary bivouacs and move from one location to another in search of food. When they encounter other ant colonies or potential prey, army ants swarm in large numbers, overwhelming their opponents through sheer force. Another example of ant warfare is seen in the slave-making ants, which raid other colonies to capture worker ants. These captured ants are then integrated into the raiding colony and forced to perform tasks, such as foraging and caring for the young. This behavior is a form of social parasitism, where one species exploits another for its own benefit. In terms of defense, ants have developed a range of strategies to protect their colonies. Some species, like the trapjaw ant, have specialized mandibles that snap shut with incredible force, allowing them to defend against predators or other ants. Other species, such as the bulldog ant, possess venomous stingers that can deliver painful or even lethal stings to intruders. In addition to physical defenses, some ants employ chemical warfare. They can release toxic or irritating substances that repel or incapacitate enemies. Certain species of ants also engage in propaganda warfare, using pheromones to confuse or mislead their opponents, causing disarray within the enemy ranks. 7. Ants' impact on ecosystems. Ants play a crucial role in many ecosystems, acting as both predators and prey, as well as contributing to processes such as soil aeration and seed dispersal. As predators, ants help control populations of other insects and small animals, preventing any single species from dominating the ecosystem. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when new content drops. Your support